Hi, welcome to the channel. Welcome to Keto Akiva. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you enjoy the recipe video today. Today's video is going to show you how to make my personal keto pizza recipe. Now, I took it upon myself to create my own recipe because I wasn't too happy with some of the other ones. I wanted to create something that had more fiber so we could have less net carbs, but the end result would be a bigger pizza. So please enjoy the video. If you like the video, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It's really great. It's a nice consistency. It's more doughy than a fathead dough, which is nice, and it's not an overabundance of cheese. I like fathead doughs, and I really like the way it tastes. The only problem is if I'm gonna put a bunch of cheese and meat or whatever I'm putting on top, I don't wanna also have so much cheese in the crust, because it ends up being like so much of my fat intake for the day that I'd much rather wait till later in the day, or I like to spread out my fat more so I can eat more different things throughout the day, which is how I like to do keto. But this is really tasty. It's nice. The crust is nice and has a bit of a bounce to it from the baking powder. And I also like that I added more fiber. I added more fiber to the mix because what I wanted I found other doughs that I liked. There's one that's coconut flour and almond flour and xanthan gum, and I really like it, but it's a small pizza. So it's about the size that I want to eat the whole thing, but it's not so low in carb. This pizza, the crust itself is 10 net carbs for the whole thing, and as you saw, it's a big pizza. So I don't even think I could possibly eat the whole thing. So that means half the pizza without the toppings is like 5, I think it's 5.5 or 5 net carbs, which means that when I'm adding the sauce and the cheese, it ends up being, and depending what vegetables you do, and I tend to go, if I'm using tomato sauce, I'll go very low on the tomato sauce, and you could even not use tomato sauce and make a white pizza. But with the tomato sauce, I use a 1/4 cup for the whole thing, and it ends up being still pretty low carb. I could easily eat half the pizza and still be within my range of macronutrients for the day. So thanks for watching, and I hope you try it and let me know what you think. So thanks for watching the video. I'm so happy that you decided to check out my recipe, and I'm really proud of the recipe. I always wanted it. I was trying all these different keto pizzas, and I've been doing it for a couple of years. The one that I liked the most, as I said before, it was just too small. It was too small, and the carb count was still, it would have been like 18 carbs, or I think maybe it was 16 carbs for the whole pizza. And I'm the kind of person who, if I want to eat the whole pizza, I want to be able to, or at least eat half of a big pizza, right? So if you even did half of this recipe, you'd be able to make an individual pizza and eat the whole thing. And that's what's so great about it. The addition of the baking powder into the crust really gives it a really realistic pizza feel, because it starts to rise, right? It starts to rise as if it had the yeast and the gluten that exists in a normal pizza. So I'm really proud of this recipe. I like it a lot. I used a half cup of water, which I think is good. More water, I think, because of the psyllium husk, it starts to get more of a jelly-like feel. So I wouldn't do more than a half cup of water, and I hope you enjoy it. You could obviously do any variation you want, and thank you for checking out the channel. The ketogenic diet is so great, right? And we can make things, we can make amazing recipes that are so much healthier than the ones that we would get elsewhere. And I think that's a great thing. That's the great thing also about the community that exists with the ketogenic diet, and just a lot of people being innovative, trying to create new and exciting recipes and these are the things that help people stay on the diet. And you could find recipes for anything. I know a lot of people sell cookbooks, and if having a cookbook is what you like, then go for it. But you don't need to, because honestly, right now, you could look up like any of the most obscure recipes. I remember one time I was sick on keto and I was making chicken soup, and I'm Jewish, so I wanted to have matzah balls, which are like these dumpling type balls that go into soup. And I found keto matzo ball recipe using almond flour, and they were bomb. They were amazing. And even so, like I said, even the most obscure things you could find. Like right now, okay, what do I want for dinner? I want a lasagna. Okay, keto lasagna. There'll be a plethora of recipes that you could find, and you could try them out and see which ones you like and keep the ones that you do like. There's tons of good content out there, and it makes it easy to do a ketogenic diet, in my opinion, because it doesn't have to be monotonous, and it can be if that's what you like, but it doesn't have to be. It could be tasty, delicious, and keto. So thanks for watching, and hope you please subscribe, like the video, and check back soon for another video.